So you want a compact tractor or subcompact tractor. Here are my thoughts.
Hey guys, it's a beautiful day out today. Here we are, the end of September. Working out in the yard a little bit. Just moved a little bit of dirt, just rinsed out my bucket. But, you know, I thought I'd make a quick video on, you know, for those people that are looking at getting a subcompact tractor. You know, which brand to get, which size to get, kind of just share with you guys my thoughts on why I got a Kubota, why I got a BX25D. You know, the new 80 series Kubota BX is the equivalent is the 23S. But for me, it kind of came down to, you know, I saw one in a magazine, or maybe it was at a place that I stopped in, you know, kind of a hardware agriculture type of a place. I can't even remember why I was there, but saw it and just thought, oh, how cool would that be to have a backhoe and a little loader, you know. Just you know, I loved playing in the dirt as a kid. You know, it'd just be a way for me to play in the dirt. So anyways, I never forgot about that. That was probably in 2006, 2007. And I just kept that in mind. We ended up moving out here into Alabama, and I thought about trying to get one at that point because I figure I could get the mower deck and mow, use the loader, use the backhoe. But man, moving out here cost me so much money. You know, we had horses, bunch of dogs, I can't even remember how many at the time, house. It was just expensive. And got out here, you know, just kind of getting settled in again. Money was tight, and I just couldn't quite justify getting that big of a payment. I needed something to mow. That was my immediate need, was something to mow. We moved out here in April. Things were growing fast. Had a whole lot of lawn that I needed to take care of. And Kubota had 0% financing at that time for 40, I don't think it was quite 48 months. I think it was a little under. But anyways, I went ahead and got the ZG 222 mower. And that, you know, that took care of my immediate needs. Everything that I, you know, to take care of maintain the lawn, basically. Moving out here, I'll add, you know, I needed to get a lot of tools. I really didn't have tools to take care of a place like this, you know, so I was having to buy weed eaters, chainsaw, you know, just all the stuff that a city boy doesn't have. So the house that we moved from in Las Vegas had a yard, no kidding, you know, with grass. My patch of grass was probably the size of the Kubota itself, and not including the loader or the box blade on the back there. It literally probably the size of the BX itself. So basically, I could use I did use a little electric weed eater. We had a neighbor that would actually get out there with a pair of scissors and cut her lawn with scissors. So anyways, got the mower and then got that paid off, and you know, was able to manage, get by. But finally, a few years ago, I was able to justify and afford to get the BX, and couldn't be happier. You know, so for me, it was kind of personal. I just saw that one and never forgot it. Did a little bit of research about other brands, and you know, a lot of the stuff that I was reading was convincing me that Kubota was, you know, one of the top brands. You know, you've got, I'd say the John Deere is probably, you know, and some of that is advertising. They have the reputation. But I was hearing, you know, where there were some problems with it. And Kubota has had some problems with their BX line, and they've had to make adjustments as the years have gone by, you know, from plastic hoods, plastic pieces, and, you know, they've gone back to the metal. Whereas it seems like John Deere didn't make those changes. Reliability, you know, being able to get parts is super important, as well as, you know, the relationship that you have with your dealer. You know, I'm a big advocate that depending on how you treat people, it's going to have a big impact on how you get treated. So, you know, I try to be respectful, but also I really have made an effort to have a good relationship with my dealer, going in to get my fluids when I do changes, filters. You know, I buy from them. I've gotten additional implements, Lampride implements from my dealer. So, you know, I try to, you know, get in there and have a relationship. And they've treated me great, you know, from swapping out my PTO shaft on my tiller, because when they delivered it, they had cut it already and cut it without thinking that I had the quick hitch. I used it for a good year, 2 seasons actually, and they swapped it out, no questions asked, piece of cake. So, I mean, that was great. I had to get some dust caps because they didn't put any on my third function setup for when I take off the loader. There was no dust caps for that end, and so, you know, again, no problem. My salesman, he sent it right out to me, mailed it to me. So that's Kubota Tractor. They're in Pelham, Alabama. I actually have their hat on, I believe. So that's a big deciding factor that you're going to want to look at is when you go into the dealership. I mean, are they friendly? Are they helpful? Are they respectful? Because if they're just trying to get your business and they're not those things, then just think once you have a problem, you know, how are they going to treat you? So definitely consider those things. Now, but I'll tell you, every time I call up and talk to my salesman, you know, even after the sale, years after the sale now, super friendly, super helpful. In fact, I'd say he's probably one of the most helpful people in that dealership. So Brian, I don't know if you watch the channel or not, but thank you, sir. You're a class act, and I appreciate the service that you've given me. So I think that pretty much sums it up. I'm gonna well, at my ending sequence, you know, I've got pictures in there of all the things that I've used my tractor, my little BX for, and it's been great. Yes, sometimes it'd be nice to have a bigger tractor, be able to lift more, have higher clearance, but you know what? It sure beats a wheelbarrow, sure beats a shovel, sure beats hauling stuff around by hand. So I couldn't be pleased. I couldn't be more pleased. It's been a great little investment and toy. I thought about this afterwards. One of the other things nice about the Kubota, and I think you do have to consider it, is that Kubota from front to back makes everything on the tractor, including the motor, the diesel motor. It's a Kubota motor. So, you know, compared to some other tractors where you know, the loader might be coming from another company, the engines from another company, you know, the other parts of the tractor coming from somewhere else. So then when you think about, what if those other companies go out of business and don't support that product anymore? You know, it's going to be hard to get that replacement or that piece that you need to repair. You know, with the Kubota, you figure they have it all. They've manufactured it all. It should, you know, they're going to be around. They should have that piece. You should be able to get it. So that's just one other thing to consider. And really that helped me decide on the Kubota when I was researching some of the other products out there. All right, last tip. If you're looking for a subcompact tractor or any size tractor and you're new to tractors, go to the different dealerships, test drive them also. Make a list of what you plan on doing with your tractor. Prioritize that list as to time, how much time or how often you're going to be doing that activity with the tractor, because that depending on that may determine what tractor is going to be best for you in the long run. You know, if you're like the BX and the zero turn that I got, ultimately most of my hours on a machine is mowing, and so having that zero turn, it actually ended up working out because that's more efficient, it's faster. I have to do that in the summertime every other weekend. I usually go every other weekend. It could stand to be mowed weekly. I just don't want to spend 4 hours every weekend doing it. So, you know, make your list. What do you have to do? What's going to be the most, what are you going to be using it for the most? You know, if you're going to be doing a lot of stuff in the woods, a lot of brush, you know, take into consideration clearance, you know, height of the tractor. If you are going to be driving across a lot of grass area, you know, and you don't want to compact that grass too much, then a lighter tractor, smaller tractor might be the best route. Get something that still has the hydraulics and the backhoe and be able to use the 3-point on the back that will still meet most of your needs. You know, I've got a lot of the attachments, still got more that I'd like to get, but you know, having that flexibility is really nice on a subcompact tractor. You know, just gotta make your list and then go sit on them, run them, simulate dumping, you know, using it, backing up, you know, so that you get comfortable with it and you know which one you like, how it handles, how it functions. You know, with the loader, being able to raise it and curl it at the same time is important. It would drive me crazy not being able to do that, having to do one function at a time, which appears to be the case with some of the tractors out there. So just consider everything, and then get on them, try them out. Consider your dealer, consider the availability of parts, and what's the other thing? Dealer, parts, aftermarket. That's also important. What kind of aftermarket mods can you get for it? Because that's important. You know, I've added the bolt-on hooks from boltonhooks.com, Ken over there. I've added the wheel spacers from Brotec, Richard over at Brotec. Both great aftermarket suppliers. I've got the Piranha tooth bar and the Under Armour from Be Expanded. I think that's the name of it. Man, my memory's getting short. And, you know, all great aftermarket products out there. And there's more out there that you got to check out. So for me, the Kubota, the resale value, you look at used ones, you might as well go for a new one, especially with the zero interest financing. You know, you'd be paying that for a used tractor, practically the same amount. So, all right, I think that's it. So if you're looking for a new tractor, just got to do your homework. Don't just jump in. And then you got to be a student. All right, guys, stay safe out there. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. If you could, to help the channel grow, can you please like the video? And go ahead and drop a comment in below. I enjoy hearing about your tractors and your experiences. And if you think of someone who could benefit from seeing this video or might like it, please share it with them. And I'd appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click on the notifications button so you get alerted to new videos. Also check out my older videos if you're new. You can find O&D Life on Facebook. Look in the description for a link. If you like and follow me over there, you will see photos, some videos of upcoming videos that will be posted to the YouTube channel. If you have any questions about equipment or have requests for a video topic, you can email me at the Gmail address in the description. And lastly, check out my Amazon store. Link is in the description.